you look at a game like this where, again, they're playing without some key guys. Kyrie was out again, Marcus Morris was out again, Marcus Smart, even like Shane Larkin was in. So they really had to kind of dig deep to their bench. So you have to rely on some of your veteran guys to kind of help you get out a win against a tough Blazers team. So just his performance overall, down low, just kind of spacing the floor. And then, you look at that shot, it wasn't like it was teed up to him. It was a tough kind of fadeaway turnaround shot that he was money with. And, he's had a couple of clutch shots, throughout this year. He had that one against the Rockets earlier this season, stuff like that.
Right.
So, all in all, when you're kind of relying on your veterans to kind of help you got out through some of these kind of tougher games, he was money today.
He was. That shot was really interesting. I thought he's just such a solid player. He always knows what he's going to try to do. I always feel like he's sort of got a handle on the next move. And so, you saw him get, into the post against Ed Davis, did a really nice job of sort of bumping him back, feeling where Davis was, and then just whirling around and getting that shot in the air. And, just the amount of space he created. Ed Davis is a long, athletic human being. Like, he's a big guy. And Horford just kind of bumped him back a little bit and created more than enough space. Like, that ended up being a fairly open shot despite pretty good defense. And that's the thing. That's the thing about Horford, is that he is so talented. And sometimes I think people get lost in the fact that, like, well, he put up like 13 and 9. Like, is he really that good? And I don't know how you
clearly don't listen to enough Boston sports radio.
I can't say I do. I just don't know how you watch, a lot of basketball and think that Al Horford is anything. And to be fair to, like, NBA Twitter and like Celtics Twitter, these are all people who really do think that Al Horford is a very good player. Like, anybody who watches the team a lot understands that, look, he's not going to go out and get you, like a 60-point triple-double like James Harden. Like, that's just not who he is. But he's gonna anchor the defense. He's gonna make everybody better around him. And when you need him to, in a game like this, he can step up and have 22 points. He can go 8 for 12 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3. Yeah, he can have the game winner. This is a guy. He's got the highest plus minus on the team. He is in all of the team's best lineups, for the season. It's just he just so clearly makes them better, and I think it kind of speaks to the internet age where everybody wants to have like a hot take about an all-star where everybody thinks that he's bad, and it's like he's not average. Like he's
meanwhile, like Lou Williams is still just pacing around his house, just still snubbed a little bit. But as you said, Al Horford just does a little bit of everything. You look at any kind of big win they've had this year, any game that comes down to the wire, he has his fingerprints over all those games, all those wins. So he just does so much for this team, and it's unfortunate sometimes it really does get kind of overlooked. But hopefully, feel like, especially in his second year now, that he's really kind of elevating his game. And he's just been awesome the entire year.